Hey everybody, welcome to my plant-based kitchen. Can't wait for you guys to come inside. Let's get busy. Hey guys, welcome to Kimberly's Plant-Based Kitchen. Welcome to the show today. I am super excited about what we're going to be doing on the show today. This is all about moms that are new to plant-based and they want to bring their families along. I know for me, it was really hard when I first started trying to eat healthier, trying to eat more plant-based foods. My family still wanted to eat the other stuff, and it was just like, I got to get them on board with me just to make this a whole lot easier. So this show is for you guys. We're going to do some easy stuff today that's going to be super easy for you to do in the kitchen and things that your family would actually like to try. So today I have a guest with me, and I'm super excited. She's going to help me out in the kitchen today. She's a mom. She has 4 children. And they're at an age where they'll actually be able to help her in the kitchen. So this is going to be a super good show for her and for you guys. Come on over here, my cousin bestie Lashana.
Hello.
So we are going to be cooking up these roasted cauliflower tacos today. They're super yummy, easy to do. You're going to be getting the kids some vegetables. At the same time, they're still going to feel like they're eating something good. Tacos. What kid don't like tacos? Like, come on.
And they don't care about what's on the inside. They just want some salsa and some.
Yeah. They just want to, exactly.
It's a taco.
They don't even care.
Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. As long as it tastes good. So we're going to do the tacos. We're going to do some refried lentils. And then we're going to do a Spanish rice made with wild black rice. So it's going to be healthy, it's going to be yummy, and it's going to be super easy. You're going to be in and out of the kitchen. Okay, so let's get started. LaShawna's going to help me today. So we're going to start with the cauliflower.
Okay.
We're going to cut this up, and we're going to make it into...
and I've already washed my hands.
Yes, we both have washed our hands. We are not nasty. So we're going to cut this up into small bite-sized pieces because it's going to go inside your little taco shell. So you want to be able to bite it without having a really big piece. I'm going to give Lashana a knife. This is going to be yours. And I'm going to get you a cutting board. Hold on one second. Let's get another cutting board here. Make this easy. Okay, so this is going to be your cutting board.
And what do I need to do?
You can just put that over there. You're going to need to wipe your hands at some point in this. Okay. So this is your cauliflower, and this is your cutting board.
Okay.
And we are going to just take our cauliflower and just cut it, flip it over, and cut it down into some bite-sized pieces. Small enough to go into your taco. They don't have to be minced, like really small, but just small enough. About like that, yeah.
Okay.
So they can go into your taco. So we already have a really big cauliflower that we already chopped up ahead of time. So we have that ready, but I just wanted to show you guys how you're going to cut this up and what size the cauliflower should be. So super easy. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this on a cookie sheet.
Am I overcutting? I feel like it's almost minced.
A little bit. So right there, okay. Yeah, yours is a little minced. That's enough.
Okay.
And go on to your other one.
You wasn't watching.
So exactly, I'm over here doing my own thing. So this is about the size that you guys want to cut them. You know, you want to keep them because they're going to shrink up a little bit when you cook them. So we want to make sure that they still have a little bite to them.
Okay.
Yep,
so they can actually taste it.
Exactly.
I'm making it into a seasoning.
Exactly.
Cauliflower seasoning.
Okay. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to get our other cauliflower that's already cut up. And let's preheat the oven. We're going to preheat the oven to 400 degrees. Which we're going to season these and we're going to put this in for about 20 minutes. So let's see.
Look at my cauliflower.
Let me see.
It's crumbs.
She's
rice. This is the rice.
This is the rice. We're going to use that for the rice. But see, she's learning today. Now she's going to be able to go home and she's going to be able to cook these the right way. So let's see. We're going to put this on bake. We're going to put this on 400 degrees and start. That's going to start warming up for us. No, that's okay, LaShawna. That's fine.
That's enough. Put the knife down.
It's okay. That's what this show is all about. Is learning. So we're going to add this over here. And we don't want to crowd our cauliflower in here because we don't want it to sweat while it's cooking. We want it to actually roast. So if it's too crowded, then it's just going to like sweat.
Get mushy?
Yeah, get mushy. Okay. So we want it to roast. So don't crowd your pan. Make sure that there's enough room in
So I'll
there.
put my big ones.
Put your big ones in there, yeah. And we'll save the other ones for something else. Okay, I think that's good. Spread those out a little bit. And then we're going to put a little bit of avocado oil. And if you're trying not to use a lot of oil, you can actually use water.
Okay.
So if you just want to splash it with a little water just to get it wet.
And what kind of oil is that?
This is avocado oil.
Avocado oil.
Yeah. So this is going to be a lot better than like your vegetable oil or your canola oil or anything like that.
Is it for flavor since it's tacos?
No. This is just going to actually help the seasoning stick.
Okay.
Yeah. And then help it roast up too and get a little crisp.
Crunchy.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. I'm like, why is my oil not coming out? And you
Cute
don't need
little oil
Yeah.
container.
IKEA. I'll add this to our list of equipment that we have.
Super cute.
And then we're just gonna switch this around a little bit so that the oil gets all over. And then I'm gonna have you sprinkle a little of this seasoning on. This is our Mexican blend, so it has a little bit of everything we need, like garlic and oregano, onion powder, paprika, chili powder, a little sea salt. We're gonna add a little extra sea salt, but it has super good flavor, and it's gonna go perfect with our tacos today. A nice smoky flavor. So you can start with this teaspoon,
Okay.
and you're just gonna spread it all out.
I have a heavy hand.
No, that's fine, because we're gonna use another teaspoon.
Okay, good.
So you can get another teaspoon of that.
I
And
like
we're gonna-
myself seasoned.
Yes.
I like seasoning.
Seasoning. We talk about that a lot, so I'm glad you said that.
Don't nobody want their food dry. We don't like
No.
dry food.
Not at all.
We want it to be
Especially if you're eating
seasoned.
plant-based and you're switching over.
Right,
You want it to taste
It'll
good.
taste good.
Yeah. We're gonna do one more, just
Okay.
because, like you said, we ain't got time to play. We want this to be right and ready. And then we're gonna come back in and we're gonna sprinkle it with a little bit of sea salt also. Okay, let me grab the sea salt. Like LaShawna said, we want to make sure this has some flavor. Okay, so I think that will do it. So this is what it's supposed to look like. Spread them out just a little bit more. Make sure they're not crowded, because we moved them around a little bit. You don't want them sweating in there. You want them to get crispy, get a little crisp on them. Okay, so we're going to pop this in the oven. And this is going to go in for 20 minutes.
Okay.
I'm all over the place.
So we always start with the cauliflower when you're just getting started.
When you're doing it at home?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So
if
you
you're going to do
start with
this full, complete meal, start with the cauliflower, get that out of the way.
Right.
You can actually really start with your rice. I'm
So
sorry.
start with your rice. Okay.
Yeah, because let's talk about the rice just a little bit, because I pre-cooked the rice because the rice takes like about an hour to cook. It's black wild rice. It's really good for you. Doesn't have any of the sugar and all that stuff that white rice, brown rice has in it. It's actually not even considered a rice, it's a grain. So you're gonna cook that ahead of time before you do your cauliflower, because actually it is gonna take a little bit longer.
Okay.
So you can rinse your rice, put your rice on, and then start your cauliflower.
Okay.
Because that can be cooking.
Where do we get the black rice?
You can get that from Whole Foods. You can get it from Trader Joe's, Sprouts. So any of those type of grocery stores, like the more natural grocery stores, you can
Right.
find it. I'm pretty sure now the other grocery stores are
Starting to get on.
yeah. So you might be able to find it, but for sure Whole Foods, Sprouts, and Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's, okay.
But we'll have all that in your recipe where you can find everything, so you won't have to worry about that. So put your rice on, do your cauliflower, and now we're going to start our beans.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll show you guys exactly how we put the rice together after we put our beans on. So these are our lentils. We're going to use these pink lentils today. They're easy to cook. They're fast. We don't have to soak them. So this is like perfect for day of cooking.
Right.
Like you didn't really plan it, but you're like, oh, I want some tacos tonight. I want to have some cauliflower tacos. I want some beans, but I didn't soak any.
Right.
I don't want to do the canned beans. Get out your lentils.
Okay.
So these are going to take us like maybe 20 minutes to cook. We can smash them up, make them into refried. You can add a little cheese if you want to.
Oh, yum.
Yeah, I'm going to hook this up. Okay, so let me get the colander, and we're just going to measure this out. I'm going to rinse my hands really quick. Okay. And we're just going to add our beans to this, because we're just going to rinse them really good before we start cooking them. And we're just going to do a cup today. maybe a cup and a half of the pink lentils.
And we're gonna eat this.
Yeah, we're gonna. Oh, we eat. Every show we do, we eat this food, including John, our cameraman. Okay, so let's rinse these. You just want to make sure you rinse these really good.
Okay.
You get any dirt or anything out, check it, make sure it doesn't have any rocks or anything in it. And that should be good. So we'll let these sit here just for a second and drain.
So start with the rice.
Start with your rice.
Cut up the cauliflower.
Cut up your cauliflower.
And then get on the beans.
And then we're going to start the beans.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I've already cut up this onion. This was about a small, medium-sized onion. Half of the onion is ready to go. I'm going to show you how to do a quicker way of doing that.
Oh, yeah, show me.
Yeah, because this is, you guys will love this.
Okay,
if
show
you
me.
don't know how
it takes
to.
so long. Sometimes I just get the powder.
Yeah.
Because I don't even have time to do
Don't
that.
have
I
time
feel
to
like,
do
like
it.
I ain't doing that. I love the taste of fresh garlic.
Yeah.
But like I just don't always
Show
have
you
time
a
to do
quick
that.
and easy way.
I
Exactly.
I have to be feeling like a mom that day. Like I have to be feeling like I
From
want
scratch.
From scratch. Like I'm
So this
really
is the easy way, guys. It's super easy. Just take the flat of your knife, put it over your garlic, and you're just gonna hit it really good until it breaks up.
Oh.
So you'll make a little bit of a mess, but hey, that's fine. Get that off of your, and then you'll take a couple of garlics, and then you'll, instead of peeling it and trying to get this little thin paper, little skin off, you're just gonna do the same thing, flat of the knife, and smash it.
Oh, that is okay.
And then this just pops right out.
Oh yeah, that saves a lot of time.
I mean, a lot of time.
Because I'm sitting there peeling.
Exactly.
Peeling.
So I'm gonna have you do this one.
Okay.
And this one. Uh-oh, sorry. Try that and see how easy that is.
Smashed right on there.
Yeah, it's like perfect, right?
Perfect.
So it's so easy. This way you won't get the jarred garlic. I used to get that all the time too, you guys.
I know.
Not talking about you. But if you want to keep it fresh, this will make it super easy. And it just tastes different.
Yes, so good.
And it makes it super easy. So then you can just chop up your garlic, or you can just put it in a food processor, whatever's easier for you. So we're gonna chop this up. We're gonna have a little onion.
And so how much garlic do we need?
We'll do 2. How many was that? 2 or 3?
That was
2 or 3 is fine. I'll put the exact measurements in your recipe that you guys will be able to download. So we're gonna do 3 today. Garlic, hey, a little bit goes a long way. A little bit more won't hurt you. So we're gonna do 3 today. And we're just gonna chop that up just a little bit more, just so it's kind of minced. Yeah, we're just gonna mince this one just a little bit. Now this would be something that we kind of mince up, because you don't want to bite into a really big piece of garlic.
And Kimmy is a professional mincer. Look at her.
Look at me. Look at me.
Food
channel.
She's been doing this.
Food channel.
She's been doing this.
I've been
This
doing
is what you do. This is what you do.
This is what I do. This is what I do. I ain't been to a chef school, but I have watched plenty episodes of Bobby Flay. Let me tell you. Okay, and we'll just do that with our onion too, just a little bit more. Just so.
Mix it down.
Yep, so it'll be a little bit smaller. So this is what your food processor basically would do. And you wouldn't have to do all this work. You could just pop it in there. And with moms, if you're busy, you're coming home from work, you're trying to put dinner on, you want to do it fast.
Right.
Or at least, not have a difficult time doing it. So I would just suggest using the food processor. And that's on your equipment list that we have for setting up your plant-based kitchen.
I'll take it out the box.
Yes, ma'am. Take it out the box, get it out the box, and get it on the counter. Okay, so this is basically ready. So we're going to put this with a little avocado oil in our pot over here that we're going to use.
And this is going in the beans.
Yes, this is going to go for our beans.
Okay.
This will probably be like about maybe 2 teaspoons.
Just to cover the bottom.
Yep, just to cover the bottom. And just to saute our onions and our garlic for a few minutes.
Okay.
Let's turn on our fire here. Shauna asked me a really good question about the garlic and the onions. What I should have done, because I mixed them up like this, I should have cooked the onions first for a couple of minutes, like 1 to 2 minutes, and then added the garlic. So then the garlic doesn't burn.
Okay.
So we're going to make sure the fire's low.
Right. Okay.
And our garlic doesn't burn. But the onions will cook anyways, even if they don't get enough time to cook. because they're going to be in here with the beans for like 20-25 minutes.
Okay.
So it will be perfectly fine. So we're going to let that heat up for a minute. We're going to season our lentils today. We're going to use some of this Caribbean blend.
Okay.
It's delicious, a little spicy. So like I always say with the spices, guys, you don't have to use this on whatever it's called. So if it's called Caribbean, you don't have to just use it for Caribbean food.
Okay. So that's a spicier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this is like jerk.
Oh, jerk.
So like
okay.
a jerk blend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's a little spicy, not super, super hot, but we're going to add a little bit to our beans, give it a little flair, a little flavor, a little kick. Kick it up a notch. And we're going to add some sea salt, of course. And that's basically going to be it. So our beans don't need a whole lot. And then at the end, if we want to add a little bit of vegan cheese to the top part, that would be perfectly delicious.
And I want some.
Okay, sounds like that. So let's just check on our onions over here and our garlic. And you can come over, LaShawna. We're just going to stir this around just a little bit. I just want you to see. So just let it sweat out just for about a minute or two.
Okay.
And then we're going to add our beans.
Do we get it brown or you just?
No, you don't have to get it brown.
Okay.
Just about 1 to 2 minutes.
Okay.
You just want to cook it down just a little bit so it's not like crunchy.
Crunchy.
Mm-hmm. And then we're going to add vegetable broth, and we're going to add our beans and then our seasoning. Okay guys, so we're going to, instead of water for our beans, we're going to use this vegetable broth. It's low sodium, so it doesn't have a bunch of salt and stuff in it.
Okay.
But we're going to add some salt, and we want to be able to control the amount of salt that we're putting in our food. So we're going to use the vegetable broth because it's going to give it a lot more flavor.
Okay.
So I know most people are used to putting like meat in their beans.
Or
water, yeah. They put the water and then they add turkey or, you know, something like that to give it more flavor. Since we're not doing that, we're going to use the vegetable broth.
Okay.
Okay? So our garlic and our onions are ready.
Okay.
So we're going to add our lentils. And these are fine. They were in that water and they got a little hard because they set. But once you put them in here, they will be perfectly fine. So let's just add all of these.
Put your beans in first.
Yep, put your beans in first.
After your onions and garlic.
After your onions and garlic.
Okay.
And we could actually add our seasoning and just kind of get it going. And then add our broth. Okay, so we're going to add a little, and this will probably be like about a tablespoon. Teaspoon to a tablespoon. Use the last of that. And we're just going to shake this up.
Do you stir it up together?
Yes, you can actually. Yes, you can, LaShawna. You're on it.
I mean, you're a professional.
You know what to do.
But you know when you're a professional, you just be doing stuff.
Exactly.
You don't measure
Just
nothing.
move. Just move.
You just know how it tastes.
Yes.
You know?
But she's right. You want to stir up the seasonings once you put them in there. And let them just cook a little bit with the beans and the onions and the garlic.
Get that flavor popping.
Get that flavor popping. She knows what to do. She's not new to this, you guys. She has 4 children.
I'm not new to cooking.
She's just learning a new recipe. So we're going to put in our vegetable broth. And this is going to be about 2.5 cups.
Okay.
Okay?
So
So just cover our beans because they're going to cook down and they're actually going to cook.
So is it like the rice? How you would do rice?
Yeah.
Like as much water over the rice as you would
Almost,
the beans?
yes.
Okay.
Because it's going to, we want these to be like refried beans.
Okay.
So I don't want so much liquid in there.
Right.
So all the liquid is going to cook out.
Okay.
Okay? So we got that. Let's add just a little bit of salt.
And did we talk about why we use lentil beans instead of refried beans or pinto beans?
So we don't use those because those are a lot larger. Okay. So the larger the bean, the harder it's going to be on your digestive system, and it's going to be harder to, digest, and you don't want all that going on in your microbiome.
Right.
So these are going to be so much easier on your stomach, so much easier to digest. They're way smaller.
Okay.
If you saw the actual lentils, yeah, they're really, really small.
Tiny. Yeah.
Exactly. And they come in green, they come in black, they come in the pink.
Right.
So you're going to get the same amount of protein, but without all the other stuff.
Perfect.
Okay. So we're going to let those cook. Our timer went off for the cauliflower, so let's take that out. Okay, and we're right on time. It's looking good. We got a couple of little crispy ones, but it'll be fine.
Yes.
Those are the smaller pieces.
Okay.
So it's looking good and it's nice and crispy like it should be. So we'll let that just sit there and cool off until we're ready for it. We're going to actually put in our walnuts for our Remesco sauce. So let's get those going. So we need a 1/4 cup of walnuts. to go in this on this little cookie sheet.
And this is for
our Remesco sauce. So the Remesco sauce is what we're going to use on our cauliflower tacos.
okay.
It's spicy, has some chipotle peppers in it.
Yum.
It's a little sweet with maple. We put a little lime in there to kind of balance everything out. It's super delicious.
Okay.
So let's get our 4th cup here. And we're just going to put that on here. And we're also going to roast 3 cloves of garlic. You can crack those for me.
Okay.
So 3 cloves of garlic.
Gonna practice again.
Yep.
There we go.
You're going to have this down when you get home, baby. For your next meal,
I'm about to be cracking garlic.
cracking garlic. You can show the girls how to do it.
Yep.
It's going to be their job. Thanksgiving, you need some garlic. They'll be in there cracking
garlic.
and peeling. Perfect. And
We're
then
gonna, how many of this?
3.
3. Okay.
So we're just going to take these and we're going to just roast these in here with our walnuts.
Okay.
And we're just going to roast these for about 8 minutes. So we really got to watch this. 6 to 8 minutes.
I mean, this is so easy to just crack those garlics open.
Yeah, so much better, right?
Yes.
We're going to do this, and then we're going to add, when we get ready to do our Remesco sauce, we're also going to add 3 more cloves of garlic. These are just going to be the roasted. So we're going to place that in the oven. We're going to put that in there for 6 to 8 minutes. Keep our eye on that. Don't let me forget.
Okay.
We'll burn it up. And now we're going to talk about our rice a little bit. Because you guys didn't get to see the rice actually being cooked. I'm just going to bring it over just so you can see. So this is our black rice.
It kind of looks like wild rice.
Yeah, it is. It's
rice.
Okay. Black wild rice. So like I said earlier, we'll take out our bay leaf. This one's going to be a lot healthier for you than regular white rice, which is just pure sugar. Even the brown rice, this is going to be a lot healthier for you. No sugar in it. It's wild. It's actually considered a grain more than it is a rice.
Okay.
Okay.
That's so good to know because right now I'm doing my, I'm eating cleaner now. I just started back, drinking my gallon of water a day. And so a lot of it, you do have to have some carb, some rice. And so, but I do see the difference between even the brown rice. It's like, it's kind of boring.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I wanted to kind of jazz up my meals. It looks cuter, something a little bit.
Now you guys know I like cute food. We talk about that
all
about
the time.
Stuff being pretty.
Listen,
not playing around with it.
No, stuff gotta be, because it's like more enticing to your eyes. Like we're visual people, so it's like, okay, I don't really want to eat the regular old plain brown rice.
Exactly.
But this is good because it's even more, it's healthier.
It's healthier.
You're still getting your rice.
Yes.
So
you're still getting all of
this
that.
is like perfect timing.
Perfect.
Yes.
I mean, so you can still eat rice, just don't eat the white rice.
Just like the white or the brown
This is
rice.
like perfect.
Perfect.
So what I did with the rice is I used some of our small cherry tomatoes. So I cut these up, cut them in half. That was it. And I put about 6 to 8 of those in here.
Okay.
First of all, I cleaned the rice, set it in the drainer, chopped up my tomatoes. I chopped up some onion, a little garlic, and then I boiled the water first. So, and actually instead of water, I used the vegetable broth for this too, just to give it some more flavor. Yeah, so we're trying not to be boring here.
Right,
so we're trying to just kick everything up a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Make this appealing to people, especially if they're new to plant-based.
No, seriously.
There's not going to be any meat and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Make
we looking for a chicken. We looking for a bird.
Exactly.
We want that bird.
Okay. We're looking for some birds, so you better season it up. So I did that. Boiled the vegetable broth, and then I added the tomatoes, the onion, the garlic.
Okay, and then so you do everything opposite. Like you put everything in first, and then you put that in.
The water.
Well, not the water, but the vegetable first, and then you put the rice at the end.
Yes, the rice goes in at the end, and then we just because we just want to get the water to a boil, then add everything, and then bring it down to a really low fire and just let it simmer. And it takes like about an hour.
Okay.
For it to cook all the water out. So it's a little bit different than like regular rice.
Right.
It's going to take a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Okay. So just so that you know. And now let's just season it up a little bit so it'll have some flavor. We can add a little bit of sea salt. And we're going to add a little bit of that tangerine over there. And this is a spice from the Spice Suite. We talked about that before. We'll put it in our recipe and a link that you guys can order your own. But she does all kind of amazing blends. So this one actually has in it, it's a blend of chili, turmeric, black pepper, and ginger.
Yum.
Yeah.
Love ginger.
Me too. So, you know, I like to have some of the exotic kind of flavors or stuff that you're not used to.
Yeah.
You know, just try it.
Especially for kids and your husband, because, you know, men like their food to taste good. And it's like when you're on your own journey of trying to, like, lose weight or, you know, eat clean, introducing that to your family, they be like, that's cool for you, but what we gonna eat?
But what we gonna eat?
You know? So it's like they don't always want to be on board. Some of the kids might sometimes, like they'll try new stuff, you know, but if it's not seasoned a certain way, it's like it's too dry and bland and they're not gonna want to eat that.
They're not gonna want to eat it.
So you gotta jazz it up.
You gotta jazz it up. And then it makes it easier for you, so you're not cooking a bunch of meals. Yeah.
Cooking 2 meals.
Cooking 2 meals. So this will make it so much easier. This is cilantro. So we're just adding a little bit of cilantro. And we're just using our handy dandy little kitchen shears here to chop it up real fast.
Okay.
And we're just going to stir that in there too.
That looks so good.
So delicious. And we probably need a little more salt just to make sure it has a nice little flavor to it. And we'll taste this just to see what else we might need, because this is a lot of rice.
Okay.
So let's just stir this around. Just
and then how many tomatoes you said you used? Like a
half of them? I used probably like about 8 of these small ones. And I just sliced them in half. And that was it. Because they cook down. You see how they cook down in here?
To nothing,
So that'll give you just some nice flavor too for your rice. So you just be creative in the kitchen. You got to be creative with your family. And you got to try to make this, really, when you're dealing with children and stuff, make this look like something they're used to.
Right.
You know?
Not something too crazy.
Yes.
You're like, what is that?
Wait, I'm not ready for all
We're not eating that.
We're not eating that. That's what we're not eating. Let me
and
just
do you make it a thing? Like you say, okay, we're going to do this, or do you just make dinner?
With them, you know, my children are smaller, so sometimes I will ask them what would they like, or do they want to help me in the kitchen? And that makes it a little bit easier for them to actually want to eat it.
Right.
Because if I'm
They're
just
part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they came up with the idea.
Right.
So think about that, Mom.
Yeah. It's true, though.
Get them involved.
Yeah, you have to get them involved.
Yep. So let me just taste this, and then I'll let you taste it. A little more salt, I think. Yep. Let me get your fork. A little more salt. But we're getting there. Taste that and see. And just see how you like the texture of the rice. Is it like a big difference?
It's perfect.
It's not like a huge difference between.
Yeah. Good.
And that's why I try and tell people, like, even though you're eating something that's healthier and that's different,
It's good.
It's still really good, right?
It's good.
Okay. So I'm just gonna add a little more salt. Don't get too crazy. Okay.
So good. And I love cilantro, so.
Yes, me too.
Any little bite of cilantro.
What?
Delicious.
Delicious. And cilantro is a really good herb that helps to clean the cell walls, your cell walls in your body. So it's like a detoxing herb. So it helps to like detox the body. So you can put a little cilantro in anything. Okay, and we're gonna check on our walnuts. And we're gonna put this top on our beans. And let's check on our walnuts and our garlic so they don't burn. We don't want to burn those. So those are ready, and we're gonna set those right over here to cool. Okay, perfect. We got those out just in time. Okay, so now we're gonna start working on our Remesco sauce. This is super easy. It's gonna give our tacos so much flavor. No, you are.
I can't wait. I cannot
You're gonna love this sauce. Let me tell you, it is so good. I can almost eat it on anything.
I mean, Kimmy does not play about her seasoning and the deliciousness. She doesn't even play about that.
Seriously.
That's why I was excited about coming, because I was just like, I cannot wait to get some of this food.
I picked the perfect person because
I'm not even being
love
extra
to
or
eat.
nothing. I'm really not. I promise you, it's so good.
This sauce, you guys are gonna absolutely love. And you can use this sauce on sandwiches, wraps. You can use it on whatever you want to use it on. So it is really, really good. So I don't want you guys to be able to see this blend up. So we'll just put our blender right here for right now. We're gonna get our tomatoes. So we're gonna get those fire roasted tomatoes. And we're gonna use our garlic and our walnuts. And I know that sounds a little weird, but it's gonna be good. It's gonna give it a lot of flavor, and they're roasted, so it's gonna give it that nice roasted flavor. LaShawn, I'm gonna have you open up these fire roasted tomatoes.
Okay.
And we're gonna drain those just a little bit. So once you open them, you can take them over to the sink and just drain them just a little bit. It doesn't have to be a lot. We're also going to add some chipotle peppers in this adobe sauce. So good, you guys. We're gonna just probably add one large one because we don't want it to be too spicy for everyone, especially for your children if they're not. You can dump that
whole thing.
Whole thing. So we're gonna use the whole thing on the tomatoes, and this is in a handy dandy BPA-free lining can. And we're gonna do a lime. Just get this so we can get all the juice out. And could you crack those since you are on this garlic? We're gonna add 3 more cloves of raw garlic.
Okay.
So she's gonna crack those, and I'm just gonna take a peek at our lentils over here just to see how they're doing. Okay, they're cooking down really good. We're gonna let this liquid cook out a little more. We're gonna actually keep the top off. Just let this liquid cook out.
And who taught you about this garlic again? I mean, I'm shocked and amazed.
Emerald Lagasse, Food Channel. I am a 90s.
Literally shocked and amazed.
Yeah, the 90s I was all on Emerald Lagasse on Food Channel. And that's when he was like really big and amazing. But yeah, I saw him do it. And so I was just like, oh yeah, this is it.
Easy, yeah.
And you know how I used to watch the Food Channel. It was ridiculous. I could watch the Food Channel all day long. It was pretty crazy. So we're gonna slice our lime here, and we're gonna do half of this lime. And then once we blend all this together, if we need the other half, we're gonna add it. Don't add the whole thing though. Just the juice. Okay, so we're gonna add that. And then we need some of this raw maple syrup.
Okay.
You can get this anywhere. Whole Foods, Trader Joe's. You can even get, this one is from Costco and it's like a good price.
Okay.
So go to Costco and get you one for a really good price because they have the same size at Whole Foods.
Yeah.
And it's probably like $5 more.
Yeah.
So save a little.
Whole Foods, they don't play.
Points.
Their price point.
Yeah, they don't play around.
That.
They're serious about it. Okay, we can get this little top off here. Okay, there we go.
And then
So
how much maple?
We're going to do 2 tablespoons of maple.
Okay.
And that should be enough. If we need a little bit more after we blend it, we'll check it. So 1 and 2. Okay. And then, LaShawn, if you can grab us a fork because we're going to take one of these chipotle peppers out of here. We're going to add in a teaspoon of cumin. So this is ground cumin. And LaShawn, you can take one. You can see if there might be a nice size one right at the top.
And wait, what is this?
Those are chipotle peppers and adobe sauce. So they're spicy. They are.
I mean, they are ready.
Yes. So that was a small one. You can add one more. So either one large one or just 2 small ones.
Okay.
Okay. And then if you like a lot of heat, you can always add more. But that's going to make it pretty spicy. And then we're going to add in a teaspoon of cumin, and we're going to add in a teaspoon of smoked paprika. Okay, so plenty of flavor in this.
I mean, there's
sauce.
no. She's not playing around with the seasoning
At all.
The seasoning. It's seasoned down to the ground.
To the ground. So make sure you season up your stuff, you guys. Don't hold back. Okay, so this is the smoked paprika. And now we're going to do a little bit of sea salt. And we'll check all this again when we're finished. So about 1/4 of a teaspoon of sea salt. And I think we have everything. Got our roasted tomatoes. Got all that in there. The extra garlic. Yes. And we're going to blend this on high just until it's nice and blended. Make sure it's on over here. Turn that off really quick. Okay, let's check this. And I'm going to grab a spoon so we can see what it tastes like. So you so good with these tacos. I'll let you taste it. Do your children like spicy stuff?
Yes, but they put hot sauce on everything.
Oh, okay, so they'll like it.
So good.
Good? Doesn't need anything else? Good.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so we got our sauce all made and ready to go. And we're gonna pour this into a little bottle, squeeze bottle that's gonna make it a lot easier for us to put it on our tacos. Okay, let's check our beans one more time, and then we'll pour that into the other bottle.
Okay.
Beans are looking yummy, and just look over here, LaShawn. You can see how almost all the liquid is cooking out. I took the top off so the liquid could really start cooking out.
Oh yeah.
So it's cooking out. So we'll let that cook down a little bit more. And once the liquid is gone, it's pretty much done.
Okay.
And we can just taste it for seasoning and add anything else that we might need. And we're gonna start on our tortillas. So we have our pan over here. And we have talked about tortillas before on our Taco Tuesday edition. Today we're gonna use our spelt flour tortillas. So this is gonna be a lot healthier than like a regular white flour tortilla. It's made with spelt flour.
Okay.
You can also get if you're dealing with, gluten or anything like that where you can't do the gluten or the grains, you can get a really good gluten and grain-free taco shell. I'm gonna make sure I put that in the notes. If you're okay with corn, you can also do a corn shell. So it's your choice, but these are healthy, gluten and grain-free, are super healthy, and they're actually good. They cook up nicely. They're firm, but they're tender.
Okay.
They're not all crumbly and hard. They're really, really good, the ones that I use.
Because we love tortillas.
Me too.
Okay.
So I had to find a good one.
You have to find a good one.
Yes, you totally do. Okay. So this one is from Rudy's. I'll put the link in the, because they actually don't sell these at Whole Foods anymore, so maybe I'm so mad.
Where did you get them from?
I actually had to order them online.
Oh.
So there is a place that I get them from. You just have to order them and wait for them to get there. But they come this size, so it's a big enough size, not quite for a burrito, but you can make a wrap with it, or a really big taco. So today I cut these down into smaller circles so we can make like the little street tacos. Okay. And I just used the top of a bowl and I just circled around with a knife and made my little shell.
Right.
As you know, that's what I do. So
she makes everything cute.
So we're gonna We're gonna put this in the pan with just a little bit of avocado oil, just a tiny bit. I'm actually gonna use the spray. Let me grab my spray.
Oh, you use spray? Okay.
Yeah, because it's gonna make it a lot easier.
Okay.
We go to the pantry. Okay. Got that pantry. And we're gonna this one is amazing, you guys. It's super
That's a
easy.
good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then this is the best brand you can buy of avocado oil. And it's super easy to use in the spray.
Okay.
So if you're just baking and you need to spray your pan or something, this works super good.
Where do you get that from?
I got this from Costco.
Costco, okay.
Super good deal.
Okay.
And like I said, you're going to get a better deal on it if you get it from there. I'm just going to spread that around just a little bit. Okay. And now we're going to heat this up to medium high, not too high. So like a medium heat, medium fire. Okay. We'll let that pan heat up just for a second, and we're gonna pop our tortillas in there just for a minute.
Okay.
We're just gonna cook them. Yeah, just warm them.
Okay.
Okay, so a few, like 20, 30 seconds on each side.
Okay.
We'll be able to put like maybe about 4 of these tortillas in there at a time.
Okay.
So we'll be right back, you guys. Let us get this started. Okay, guys, we are back. We're ready to get our tacos going here.
Okay.
We're gonna cook our shells for a couple of minutes. We're gonna put them in one at a time, flip them over after 30 seconds. Cook them on one side and take them out.
Okay.
Okay, so you can start putting those in. I'm gonna get some paper towels that we can lay these on after they're done.
Can we do more than one since we have the space?
Huh?
Can we do more than one since we have the space?
Yes. So maybe you can fit maybe 4 in here.
4?
Yep, you got enough for 4. Fit those right in there. Use this pan. When you're finished, we'll put those on top of there. And then we're gonna get our dressings ready for what we're gonna put our toppings for our tacos. So we're gonna do some red cabbage. We're gonna do some cilantro leaves. We might do a little bit of pumpkin seeds on top. It's gonna be so good. We got a Remesco sauce. Yum.
Mm.
Yay! So we're gonna be ready. All we have to do is do the shells. The beans are looking good over here. Good,
Yes.
right? So our beans are looking good. They're almost done.
I just love that they cook that quick. You know, beans take
Forever.
a gazillion years.
Yes, and then you have to soak
Soak
them
them
overnight.
overnight. It's too much. So
Way
okay,
too much.
lentils.
These lentils, let's just taste them and see what the flavor is like while Shauna is handling.
Okay, so where do you want me to put the tortillas?
We're gonna put the tortillas on here, and you can put 4 more of those suckers in there. Let's just taste these and see what it's tasting like. Flavor's good, but it definitely needs some salt. So let's put a little salt, and we're gonna add a little bit of this Tangerine seasoning also. It definitely has a little nice flavor from the Caribbean. It has some spice, but it's not too hot. We're gonna add some of this sea salt, because we didn't add any sea salt
Do
at
you
all.
need more oil? You probably need some more spray.
Some more spray, yeah. You can spray it a little bit more. So let's see. Stir these up a little bit now. Yeah, this is gonna be really delicious. I think your family will definitely
No, they'll
like
love this.
right?
What?
Because they love tacos, right?
They love tacos. Love tacos. And sauce, anything with a sauce. My husband loves sauce.
Okay, so this is gonna
Any
be
type of sauce,
perfect.
he's gonna love it.
I'm so excited for you to put this at home.
I just won't tell him that it's cauliflower.
Exactly.
I can tell the kids, but I wouldn't tell him.
No.
Be like, I don't eat that. Okay. Well, listen.
Mm.
And then he'll eat it and be like,
Oh,
this was
it's
so good.
Mm-hmm.
And then I say, oh, cauliflower.
Exactly. And he's like, oh, okay. Guess I like cauliflower.
Because he makes really good chicken tacos.
Uh-huh.
So he definitely will be like, I ain't doing that.
Exactly.
So
you might have to trick them.
I'll just trick them.
Okay, these are looking good. And we'll still continue to cook down a little bit more as we get ready to start plating. So you guys can add, we could also add a little avocado to this if you wanted to.
I'm
Definitely.
so excited. This is
Yes.
so delicious.
Oh, you cooked those perfect. Nice little browning on there. She knows what she's doing, please. She knows what she's doing. So we're gonna get ready to plate these guys, and we'll be right back so you guys can see everything put together. Okay guys, we're back. We're ready to start putting these tacos together.
Okay.
I'm gonna show Shauna how to put the first taco together, and then she's gonna handle this while I go and plate our rice and our beans.
Okay.
Okay? So we're just basically gonna take one of our taco shells. Our hands are clean. We're gonna grab a little cauliflower.
Okay.
Get that in there. And then we're gonna grab some of our red cabbage. So pretty,
It's
right?
so pretty.
Okay, and then let's see if we can put this on here. And then we're just gonna cut some of our cilantro. Cilantro's on this side. And then we're just gonna place our cilantro right in there with our cabbage. And once you start putting the other tacos on here,
It's gonna stack.
yes.
Okay.
So you can stack those up, and then we'll squeeze on some sauce.
Dandy.
Baby! Okay, you handle that.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna get our rice and beans, and I'll show you guys how we're gonna plate that.
Okay.
And if you need some help, I'll help you afterwards. So our beans are ready over here. Yum. Come on, you guys. Look at those beans. Lentils, refried,
Put a little bit
super
of
fast.
cilantro.
Okay, these are ready. Unfortunately, we forgot the cheese. So we don't. Boo! We forgot our plant-based cheese.
It's okay.
But you guys, I'll definitely have it on the recipe. We're just gonna put some little red peppers on here to just decorate that up nicely. I'm gonna cut a piece of parsley over here. But you can definitely put your vegan cheese on your beans, so you can really feel like you're having a serious Taco Tuesday. Okay.
This is a little baby one. This is a baby.
Yeah. Looks delicious though.
Looks
Bet you
delicious.
that. And we're gonna get some of our rice over here. We've had so much fun today, LaShawna.
I mean, so much fun. I can't wait to eat. So many new things I learned.
Yeah.
That garlic. I mean,
you are still
I'm
on
so
that.
excited.
Like, Because that was like a good little trick, right?
I mean, because there's so many things I want to eat with fresh garlic, but I just
Yes.
do not feel like peeling that garlic. It's just too much.
Such a job. Okay, guys, we have our Spanish black wild rice. And it looks amazing. Right. Put that over here. We're just gonna put another little piece
I mean, that looks so delicious.
So delicious. We're gonna just put another little piece of cilantro on there because you know how I do. I want it to be pretty. So, and you guys should want your food to be pretty too.
Yeah, I mean, it's visual.
Right? You're gonna see it before you eat it. So that looks amazing. We'll just clean that bowl up a tiny bit. We'll be ready to put our sauce on. You'll be ready to taste one of these delicious tacos. I cannot wait for you to taste it.
I can't wait. I
Okay.
can't wait for scissors.
That looks perfect, Lashana.
Thank
You go, girl. Look at those tacos. Her family is gonna be so happy.
I mean, they're gonna be so happy.
Okay, we're gonna squeeze a little bit of our Remesco. Yep, that's like perfect. So we're just gonna squeeze a little bit of our Remesco on there. Yum. It's red tea. These are gonna be
So
amazing.
good.
Your family's gonna love this. Your family's gonna love this at home. So make
So
sure
good.
you try this recipe. We have to see Lashana just try this because we gotta see her eat one. Try one, Lashana. Just bite it and just tell me how it is. Yeah, get you a paper towel. And then, of course, when this camera's off, we're grubbing.
I mean,
you guys.
it's going down.
It's going down.
Because I don't eat cute.
Exactly. So, yes, you guys make sure you get your recipe, download everything, write out your grocery list, go get everything that you need. Try these tacos out at home. I'm so sure that your family...
We have a little bit more sauce.
A little more sauce. She want extra. She don't play with her sauce. She want to be able to taste it. That's what I'm talking about. Good. And it's not even, the cauliflower's not even hot anymore. It's like room temperature, but it's still delicious, right?
So good.
So good. You guys, make sure
Yum.
you make this at home. Make sure you make this at home.
So good.
Perfect Taco Tuesday. Thanks for coming, Lashana. Kimberly's Plant-Based Kitchen, you guys. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Peace and blessings.